We are back. Tomorrow, the Championship returns for the next block of fixtures, taking us from September international break to October international break. I want to know from you lot, how will your team get on? Will they be higher or lower than they are right now? How many points will they score in this next run of games? Why don't you hit pause on this video right now and let me know that in the comments. And I don't do enough plugs here, do I? Hit thumbs up and subscribe while you're down there. I'm too focused on the football. With that being said, the broad information about this run of fixtures, September 12th to October 5th, is only 23 days. And honestly, you can shave that off one day either side for a Friday start and a Sunday finish. Both, in fact, involving my team, Ipswich Town. So they're going to get a 23-day run. A lot of other teams will get a 21-day run or even fewer. 5 rounds packed into that time. Again, geographically, it's less complex to play a home game. So you're probably favouring teams that have got 3 at home and 2 away. And we have our first 3-game week of the season popping in September into October there. So round 5 and round 6 are weekends, but we're going to go bang, bang, bang. Round 7, 8 and 9. They've dripped us in quite nicely this season. It's a while, sort of end of month 2 before we get to the first 3-game week. It's nothing like the sort of December months and, Christmas and Easter where thick and fast is the operative word with the fixtures. But here we go. This is where the grind really starts. And we know what those 3-game weeks are like. Can you bang out 7 or 9 points? It can do massive things if you can do that at least once or twice or even more during the season. General rule of thumb, we've got a 5-game block here. So point per game is your survival amount. So if you're scoring less than 5 points, 5 points or fewer indeed, not great at all. If you're around that 10-point mark over 5 games, you're looking good. Some teams we know will do more than that. The perfect 15 or a 13 or a 12 could well happen. Anything above 10 and you are laughing. Let's go through team by team. Our brave leaders, Middlesbrough, are 4 for 4. Their fixtures look quite tricky, I've got to say. They go Preston away and then West Brom at home on a Friday night. West Brom have obviously started well and Preston have been good at home. In the 3-game week as well, they go Southampton home, Stoke away. Sorry, other way around. Southampton away, Stoke home, and then Pompey away. So they're going away, home, away. And there's some complex games in there. So Borough have started brilliantly. I've got to say, not the most friendly run of 5 games. However, they've got a lovely buffer here. They only need to score 6 points across this 5 games. And they would be at 18 and at 2 points per game. So if they were to hit an 8-point total in the 5, they're going to be looking really good, hitting that 20-point mark before they've reached round 10. West Brom, we've kind of mentioned them in dispatches there, haven't we? The Baggies are, of course, unbeaten and on 10 points. Derby home, Borough away, cuts both ways. That's a difficult fixture. And the 3-game week is Leicester home, Norwich away. Not nice travel for anyone out to Norwich, is it? Millwall away. So, yeah, tricky. You've got Leicester, a parachute team in there. And what you want to avoid in a 3-game week is back-to-back away games. If you're going to play 2 away games, you want it to be the first one and the third one. So, look, tricky for the 2 teams at the top. It's the Championship. Hopefully we'll find ones where I can say not tricky, but you know the deal here. Stoke City, they go Birmingham home, QPR away, and then the 3-game week, they've got back-to-back aways as well. Norwich, Middlesbrough, and Blackburn. I will say that they've got fixtures there against QPR and Blackburn in there who are down the table. Obviously, Birmingham and Borough isn't going to be easy, and we're still trying to figure out what Norwich are going to do. So, a little bit more in the middle there. What would you rather have? 2 easy fixtures, 2 hard fixtures, or a kind of mixture of, middling stuff there? I don't know. You want some easy fixtures in there as well. Maybe they got a couple there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Leicester, we've already mentioned in dispatches as well there because they're going to West Brom. They go to Oxford, which is an okay fixture at the moment. Oxford without a win. Then look at this for Leicester. in consecutive games here. Coventry, West Brom, Wrexham, and then they go to Swansea to round it out, and Swans are in good form as well. So Leicester could really do with getting to the 12 points against Oxford, padding it out. They might have to take some draws in between there. Look, if they power through there, they're going to be looking good. Leicester, they've got through this international break. Often we get a sanction drop in one of these, and we haven't for Leicester. So no points deducted yet. Keep your eyes on that. In terms of Coventry City, they've got Norwich home, then they go Leicester away, Birmingham home, and they've got double away games here in the 3-game week as well. They go to Millwall and Sheffield Wednesday. It's okay, isn't it? Birmingham and Leicester back-to-back is probably not fun on those 2 weekends, but Coventry are certainly banging the goals in, and they will back themselves. Bristol City are our final top 6 team, and these fixtures, I'm actually going to say, do look all right on paper, don't they? Sheffield Wednesday, Oxford, Preston. Okay, Ipswich in there. We'll talk about them later. QPR in there. And look at that. To end the 3-game week, they've got back-to-back home games as well. There we go. Can we make an argument that Bristol City will still be up there when we get to the next international break? I think we might be able to. Give me your thoughts, Bristol City fans. Swansea City, they play Hull. They're in the EFL Cup as well, so they've got kind of 2-3 game weeks in this. They play Forest in there. They go to Birmingham, Millwall, Blackburn, Leicester. So it's very, very busy. Fixtures aren't terrible. Birmingham away is not going to be fun for anybody this season. Do you worry? I know they'll rest players in the EFL Cup, no doubt, but do you worry about the busy period there, Swansea? And what about Pompey? They're up there in 8th. Fantastic start by John Mousinho and his boys. They go to Southampton. What an emotionally draining events these are, these big derby games to begin with. Sheffield Wednesday, Ipswich away. They do go back-to-back homes in the 3-game week with Watford and Middlesbrough. But look, they've got 2 parachute teams in there, including the local derby and Middlesbrough as well, who are currently top of the table. But we'll see where they are in 5 games' time. Fairly tricky, you would say, for Pompey. What about Preston? I mean, they start against Middlesbrough, who are currently leading the way. After Derby, Bristol City, Hull, Charlton. I don't mind it for Preston. I don't mind it at all. And look at the 3 home games there. Can they target those? Charlton, Bristol City, Middlesbrough have already beaten Ipswich and Leicester up at Deepdale. Don't mind it for Preston. Don't mind it. Birmingham. Difficult back-to-back games either side of this, going away to Leicester and then away to Stoke. So they don't want to go back-to-back defeats. So Stoke away, obviously, first, with that being said. Swansea home, Coventry away, Sheffield Wednesday home, Wrexham away. So at least they've got the rotation through the 5-game block, even though it is away across this international break that we've just had. A couple of tricky ones in there, going to Coventry, going to Stoke, going to Wrexham, but they'll back themselves certainly at home against Swansea and Sheffield Wednesday. A Blues, won't they? What about Norwich? I mean, give them a goal in every game because they've got Josh Sargent, haven't they? They've got full rotation as well, home away, etc. They go to Coventry, Wrexham home, Stoke away, West Brom home, Ipswich away. Talk about a big emotional game to end the block and to end a 3-game week as well. I think it was like that last time. Possibly remember going away to see Ipswich. Maybe against Watford, maybe? I'm trying to remember. December of 2023. I've seen a lot of football matches. I've been alive a long time. But yeah, Norwich doesn't feel perfect, does it? Let me know your thoughts, Canaries fans. Millwall are our last remaining, I went a bit American there, our last remaining top half team. And look at this for a derby week. They go to Charlton and then they go to Crystal Palace. A couple of big grudge matches. Then they face Watford, Swansea, Coventry and West Brom. Back-to-back homes to end the 3-game week, which gives you 3 homes from the last 4 of those. Again, EFL Cup in the way and big emotional game at Charlton to start with. Not terrible, though. Not won't be completely terrified with those fixtures, Millwall, will they? Right, we're into the bottom half, but we're into the bottom half with Southampton, who are a Year 1 parachute team. So we're going to expect at large to be saying that things are hard for teams down at the bottom because they're teams down in the bottom half. But, you know, you got a few that would expect not to be in the bottom half. Southampton is certainly one of them. They play Pompey. They go to Hull and then Liverpool. That's an interesting one because I'm pretty sure a few of the other teams, their EFL Cup game was in between games 1 and 2. That means Southampton are going to run back-to-back 3-game weeks, including, obviously, a trip to Liverpool. So we've got busyness issues here, certainly for Southampton. So when they're back in EFL action, Middlesbrough home, Sheffield United away, and Derby away in the 3-game week. Don't really like that for Southampton. You've got a couple of red flags there. Back-to-back 3-game weeks, and you've got back-to-back away games in both of the 3-game weeks. So between September 20th and October 4th, Southampton play away 4 times. So, yeah, good luck, Saints. That's not going to be easy, is it? Let's see if they can pile some points on the board. Watford, currently 14th in the table. They've got a nice rotation here. Blackburn home, Millwall away, Hull home, Pompey away, Oxford home. Do you know what? Other than Bristol City, no, I think those fixtures are better than Bristol City's. Here we go. Let's tip Watford to climb the table in the next 5 games. Or not. I really like the fixtures. I like the split. And they don't appear to be playing any of the hot hitters as of right now. That could, of course, change by the time they reach these games. What, pray tell, are Wrexham going to be up to over these next 5? Slow start, but they got the first win out the way in that final round. They won the EFL Cup as well, didn't they? So, what have we got? We got QPR home. It's all right, isn't it? Norwich away. Who knows? Then they've also got back-to-back 3-game weeks. Got Reading in the EFL Cup. Derby home. Leicester away, Birmingham home. I don't know, Wrexham Birmingham feels like some kind of League One promoted USA wealthy, ambitious teams derby, doesn't it? It starts all right, doesn't it, with the QPR game, but then back-to-back 3s. Lots of home games in there, I guess. 3 out of the 4 running in are at home. But you've got to play Leicester and Birmingham to finish it. So, a bit mixed there for Wrexham. Not terrible, but not great, I would say. Charlton Athletic, who have lost 3 on the trot in all comps. They play Millwall, go to Sheffield United. They play Blackburn home, go to Derby, and then go to Preston. So the opponents aren't horrific, but back-to-back aways in the 3-game week to finish it off. And you have got a parachute team in there, albeit Sheffield United struggling badly. So, yeah, it could be worse. Could be worse for Charlton, couldn't it? Hull City, it feels like we're going to have mentioned all of these teams by the time we get down to the bottom. Go figure. They go to Swansea. Then it's Southampton at home. Then in the 3-game week, Watford away. Then Preston, Sheffield United. So the bad news is they've got 2 parachute teams. The good news is that those 2 parachute teams, Southampton and Sheffield United, haven't started well. There's good news as well that they go back-to-back homes to finish the 3-game week, and obviously got 3 out of 5 of those games at home as a consequence. Get 5, 6, 7 points across that. Be happy with that, won't they? Hull. QPR got the first win, didn't they? King Kone in the goal. Sam Parkin, very excited about him. Rotation home and away is good. They go Wrexham, Stoke, Sheffield Wednesday, Oxford, Bristol City. I don't mind it. Could be worse. No parachute teams in there. Do have to go to Wrexham, which could be tricky, but it's all right, isn't it? Can they pick up some points there? QPR, let me know your thoughts in the comments. We are nearly at the bottom 6. Yes, we are in the bottom 6 with Blackburn Rovers. So, again, over a 5-game block, you're just targeting a point per game or more when you're down here. Just, pull the nose of the plane up after a poor start. Blackburn go to Watford. Then they host Ipswich. Then they go to Charlton. And then it is back-to-back homes in the 3-game week. Swansea and Stoke. I suppose you've got a parachute team in there, but you've got 3 homes and back-to-back homes to finish. It's all right fixtures for Blackburn. Don't mind it. Ipswich Town. I would say they're the biggest underachievers in the division, but Sheffield United at the bottom. And that's who they play tomorrow night. Giant game there. All parachute game there. Ipswich then go to Blackburn. They host Pompey. Then it's Bristol City away. And then emotionally a huge game. Ipswich versus Norwich to round out this block of fixtures. It's not terrible. You've got one parachute team and you've got it at home and they're struggling. Rotation's all right thereafter, but we all know that Norwich fixture does funny things to Ipswich Town, doesn't it? So that will be on people's minds as we get towards that final game of the block. Derby County are just above the relegation zone. They'll hope to have some players back from the injury list. They go to West Brom, host Preston. Then they go to Wrexham. Last 2 games, Charlton home, Southampton home. Don't mind it. One parachute team in there. West Brom playing well. Would they be targeting the Preston and Charlton games at home and maybe something from Wrexham? We will see. That could give them a bit of a free hit at home to Southampton if they can do that. We think Southampton might be a bit tired after all of those away games. So you tell me. Feels down the middle there for Derby, doesn't it? Oxford needs some points, needs some wins. By the way, all of these teams now below Blackburn, no wins so far. That counts for Ipswich, Derby, and Oxford, who we're now about to talk about. And yeah, this isn't great, is it? Because Oxford have 3 away games, and the 2 home games they play are both against parachute teams. So they've got Leicester home. Then they go to Bristol City, who were in the playoffs last year. And we're expecting to stay up there, aren't we, having seen their fixtures. Then the 3-game week is a parachute team and then 2 away games back-to-back. I don't like it. So Sheffield United home, QPR away, Watford away to round it out. I'm not confident about that. Hopefully Gary Rowett and the Oxford boys, for the sake of the Oxford fans, can prove me wrong. But I can see them still being in the bottom 3 in 5 games' time. So let's see what Gary's got up his sleeve. He's normally got a 1-0 away win out of nowhere up his sleeve, hasn't he, Gary? So fingers crossed for the Oxford fans there. Sheffield Wednesday are not bottom. We all expected them to be bottom with Mr. Chansiri's Summer of Madness. They're still in the EFL Cup. So they do have a 3-game week and then a full week, 3-game week. So they've got an extra game as well. They do play at home 4 times out of 6 because it was 3 home, 2 away in the league, and the EFL Cup game against Grimsby is at home. And target it, win the game Wednesday, get some good feeling there. So Bristol City home, Grimsby EFL Cup, Pompey away, QPR home, and then the last 2 are Birmingham away, Coventry home. I don't think they'll mind that. I think they'll be all right with that, Sheffield Wednesday, and they'll be fighting. Can they stay off the bottom? Will it be one of those teams that's in the bottom 3 now be bottom at October international break? I wonder, will it be Sheffield Wednesday or not? Let me know your thoughts. Surely it won't be Sheffield United, who are currently bottom, and the final team we will cover right here, right now. We've mentioned it too many times already. They go to Ipswich tomorrow night. It's difficult, but you'd rather play Ipswich now while they're struggling to bed in all the millions of new players they've got. Then it's Charlton home, Oxford away. So that's 2 teams that have been in League One in the last 2 seasons. Another parachute team, though, Southampton home and Hull away to finish. Even rotation, obviously Sellers at Hull. Will he make it back to Hull in 5 games' time? He needs to probably at least have won a game by then in order to do that, because you would be 8 without a win, and it is 4 consecutive defeats at this point. Look, every game's difficult when you're bottom of the league. Everyone's above you in the table, but surely Charlton and Oxford, they can, get the win in one of those games. But you've got Hull as well, and then 2 parachute teams. So very mixed, but should be able to knock out 6, 7 points minimum out of that lot. There you go. A whistle-stop tour of everybody's games. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Will your team be higher or lower when we get back from October, or when we get into October international break? How many points do you see your team getting? Let me know your theories about this block of games. Who are going to be the big movers? I think we liked Bristol City's fixtures. What was the other one I really liked? It was Watford, wasn't it? So there you go. I've got Bristol City and Watford on the climb. I didn't much like Oxford, so maybe I'll predict Oxford to be bottom by then. As usual, any prediction for someone to lose games is said with great love, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope everyone can win every week and everyone can be in the top 6. Spoiler alert, that ain't gonna happen. Plug alert, get involved up there. That is the latest round of predictions with myself and the great Sam Parkin. I will not be covering, I've got a gig tomorrow night, Ipswich and Sheffield United, but I will be back lunchtime on Saturday. I think it's Charlton Mill, and we'll try and do the South Coast derby between Saints and Pompey, as well as hot takes on Sunday morning. We'll see you then.